They come down. I did it!
I told him the whole thing was going to come down on his head, but apparently...
I didn't. They're like digital apples. Who wants one? Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about, except those phones. No one cares about those. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's nice to see you.
Hi, Morgan Webb. We are coming to you from the Gore Studios in Los Angeles.
On the show today, I'm going to chit the old chat with Eastbound and Down star Danny McBride. We're going to discuss cocaína and las tetas grandes and béisbolos mexicano. Probably in English is how we'll do it. Then Candace Bailey continues her vision quest to discover her inner nerd. And she's going to eat some incredibly gross crap while we sit back and watch, and we're pretty sure that that's entertainment.
Then it is a mixed bag of nut shots. Feel the ball pain as we revisit the year's best groin injuries on break moments in the evolution. Plus, I head to the world's largest fish market in Tokyo. I will sample the sea delicacies. I will pet a live octopus. I will never get the smell out of my hair.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That was Garnier Fructis.
Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
That. I would like to see that back to back.
Yeah.
If someone on YouTube, you don't have anything to do over the holidays. You're watching the show. You don't have family. So cut together how many times we've done the, hey, welcome to Attack of the Show. Cut that up for every show of the year. That'd be a really boring montage. Please.
Someone's going to do it, and it's going to be like 45 minutes long.
It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. Seasons will change, and I'll still be dead. Inside. It's ladies' night on Around the Net, everybody. That's what it means to be a lady.
Stop it.
This will be perhaps the only ATN in history guaranteed to be nutshot free, my friends. Yeah. We'll have them later in the show, don't worry. In at number 5, this clip of a lady riding a Razor scooter.
Performing a beautiful dismount that can only be called a razor burner. Are you okay?
She's not okay.
Oh, gravel chest.
Oh, yeah, that one had to hurt. Time to call the ambulance.
Oh, no, I think that lady is really hurt. I think she needs the kablambulance.
Well, I mean, if it's that serious, they should probably send the Odambulance.
And if it's around dinner time, perhaps they should call the honey-baked hambulance.
I think we should probably stop now.
Probably should have stopped the ambulance, yeah. In at number 4 today, Germans are famous for putting things in their mouths. Beer, sausages.
Okay, we should probably have enough of that also.
No. Star Wars toys is what I was going to say.
Really?
As seen in this clip from the German show Wetten, das, in which a young lady attempts to identify characters from a galaxy far, far away with her tongue.
Wette gilt. So, Männlein kommt. So.
Sie hat schon. Unfassbar.
Ja, das wäre Han Solo aus dem Millennium Falcon.
Das ist richtig, Han Solo aus dem Millennium Falcon.
Das kommt dann so spontan.
Bitte schön. Und jetzt
Geht schwer.
der Speer.
Nee, geht schwer, den umzudrehen.
Ach so.
Aber ich hätt's.
Und das war?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett war es nicht.
Echt nicht?
Oh, ist jemand verzweifelt. Aber
ja.
Boba Fett war es nicht. Mama Fett, Papa Fett.
War Snowtrooper.
Snowtrooper.
Snowtrooper gets you every time.
Then they shot her in the face. They play for keeps over there, Morgan.
Apparently so. She's like the Sherlock Holmes of tongue detectivery.
Darth Vader's breathing in the back of that made it like some weird snuff film. Like you knew.
Super creepy.
Super creepy.
And her mom in the front going like, no, it's not Boba Fett. It's a Snowtrooper.
It's like, oh, okay. All right. Weird German fetish film. Yeah, exactly. If only she could like lick the Zapruder tapes and give us some answers. That would be sweet. Zang.
Zang, pretty much only your dad's gonna understand. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
But people can go look it up.
The guys at the Brookstone have fallen over in laughter. They love it. In at number 3 today, we have a clip of a lady who allegedly had a bit too much to drink.
Or she could just be really happy and she decided to dance barefoot on Venice Beach, which is not advisable.
No, either way, there's a little bit of magic at the end, so watch. Yeah. Okay, that was sweet, but
Yes.
Unfortunately, when she stood up, a second skateboarder mistook her for a half pipe.
Yeah, third skateboarder mistook her for a marijuana pipe. Venice, Gloria.
Serves her right. Stay out of Venice, drunkie.
Allegedly.
Allegedly drunkie. As far as machines go, you really can't get any more simple than a rope swing, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, seriously,
Easy.
check the manual. Step
Yep.
1, grab the rope. Step 2, swing.
Okay, also important is step 1.5. Make sure the rope is the proper length before you begin.
Главное, обратно не лети, главное. Ну там уже открылся.
Step 1.5, I'm telling you, people.
1.5 every time.
Watching people faceplant never really gets old, though.
No. The great thing about gravity is that it never stops working.
Yeah. Never stops working for you.
No. Still ahead, folks. A wedding is a sacred celebration.
And the lady in our number 1 ATN, she knows how to ruin it for people.
No ropes. Calm them down, Morgan. Give them what they want.
Okay, in number 1 today. So, you know how right after a wedding, the videographer passes the camera around, everyone kind of records their greetings to the bride and groom, everything, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
I do know. Well, this camcorder got a little bit more than it bargained for.
You need two things. You need to understand each other because you're two separate individuals coming together into one relationship and making it work. It's really hard to do, but with love and understanding, you should be always able to do it.
He's all thinking about his wonderful relationship.
Her cup runneth over.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Take relationship advice from the dude who doesn't realize that his lady friend is puking on him.
I think the ability to ignore your spouse when they're barfing on you pretty much guarantees you're going to have a great relationship.
That is true. Touche. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
Candace Bailey. She's learning that you have to have a pretty strong stomach if you want to work on this show. For real.
With that simple truth in mind, she continues her own personal vision quest by eating a bunch of gross crap.
Hey guys, I've been on my vision quest, and today I got such a sweet text from Blair Herter asking if I wanted to have lunch with him, and so I thought it would be a nice break.
Yeah, you're welcome for doing all this.
Thank you,
you
Blair.
work really hard, but you do have to eat.
I do.
So I brought you to my favorite restaurant, Alcazar, here in Encino.
What should we get?
Well, a couple of my favorites, definitely tongue, some brain, and then balls.
I'm sorry, did you say balls?
Yeah, like testicles. Candace. This is my man, Vache. He is the owner and head chef.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
How are you, Candace?
Why don't we run down what she's going to be putting in her face?
Our first plate is frog legs. Tastes like chicken.
Like chicken. How does it rate on your gag meter? Let's say a 1 to 10. What are we looking at here?
2.
This is chicken liver. We call it also the pool man's foie gras.
Gag meter 1 to 10. What's this looking like?
I would say 7.
A 7, really? We
By
have
the
4
look
dishes
of,
left.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying it looks bad.
You are in a lot of trouble.
Next is lamb tongues.
I have to look at it like this. Can't even look at it with both eyes. And what are we thinking here?
10.
10. We're out of 10. We've hit our first 10 with 3 dishes remaining.
Okay. This is lamb brain.
Oh.
You want some lamb brain on your sandwich?
Yeah, I would love that.
Next, this is lamb kidneys. What do you think?
6.
We're moving backwards on the scale at
yeah.
alarming rate,
Wow.
sir. We got to take this back up to the 10. Oh, look at it.
This
What is that?
lamb testicles.
No.
Beans, look at the ball.
Ew.
Oh, that is mad. I like subconsciously grab my crotch.
I'd say this is definitely a 10. I wish it could go past 10.
So we're gonna start with the tongue first. Ready?
On 3.
1, 2, 3. I'm getting your tongue. That's disgusting. Did you see it beforehand? That was terrible.
Eat it.
It's actually really flavorful, just not in a way that I'm accustomed
I'm just
to.
not into eating tongue. Let's do the brain.
You think if we like maybe blend it? That's not really throw up.
It went down and then it came right back
What
up.
was the worst part for you?
The texture. It's the frog legs. Like chicken.
That little guy.
Ooh. Cheers.
Oh, good. I swallowed it.
I can't get it down.
Do it. Just do it.
I hate you.
That said, we should move on to the balls. This is probably not a good idea.
Hey fans, I'm doing this for you. Eating balls.
3,
1.
2, 1.
I'm in a ball right now.
Oh, it's horrible. Right? Me too. Oh man, I'm glad this is wardrobe because you just threw up on my leg. Oh God, you are throwing up.
I'm glad we can get all this on camera, guys. It's just great.
Oh man,
I'm sorry I threw up on you.
that's cool, man. It's not my pants.
You guys want some?
Now, all of you, get over here
Oh.
and eat.
Poor Candace Bailey.
Yes.
It's not going to be easy, Princess, so go with God. Go with
And
God.
brush your teeth. A lot.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead, a DV Tuesday special edition. It's DV Thursday. Chris Gore will be in to review the very best DVDs of 2010.
And later, eastbound and downstar Danny McBride heads westbound and downer to talk to me about his love of Sega CD and boobies. We have common interests.
I see that.
Stay tuned. This kid's trying to land atop a moving bus. What happens next? Does he pull it off? Does he fall just short? Or does he land on the bus and then roll right off? Find out when we return.
Kevin says, eat me.
This kid's trying to land atop a moving bus. What happens next? Does he pull it off? Does he fall just short? Or does he land on the bus and then roll right off? You know, a few inches off and we probably wouldn't have been able to show you this video.
It is DVD Day. Okay, fine, it's DVD Day. Time once again to find out which DVDs are worth a look-see and which ones should be left standing alone like the fat girl at prom. Welcome back, film expert Chris Gore.
Thank you, folks. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Morgan.
And what are we talking about today? Your top DVDs of 2010.
Yeah, these are like the best DVDs of the year, which is why I'm dressed so formally today.
You look very nice and
Thank you.
almost respectable.
Yeah, well, that's a rarity for me.
All right, what do we have first?
First, we have Winnebago Man.
The YouTube video.
Yes, well, it's based on the YouTube video. They made a documentary where you actually meet the Jack Rebney, the guy who's the star of this industrial film, the sales video, where he kind of freaked out, and you get the behind-the-scenes story of why he freaked out that day and who the man is. Who is Jack Rebney? And the guy who made the film actually tracked him down. All he had was a P.O. box and tracked him down, got to meet him, and found out it was like 110 degrees that day, the circumstances behind it, and who this guy is, and how this thing became a viral hit, and then how it actually affected his life. Being a YouTube star, it's not the roses and the glamour that we all think it is.
It's not?
No, it's not. It could lead to a hard life, and that's what Jack talks about in the documentary.
So they don't actually pay you every time you click on a YouTube video?
No, one would think. They don't. They don't.
One would think. All right, what is our next DVD?
The next DVD is Zombieland.
Everybody loves zombies.
Yes,
right now,
of course.
zombies are big.
Yep.
So zombie popularity, of course, is on the rise recently, but this is actually a comedy.
Yeah, I mean, to me, zombie movies are never about, like, zombies. They're always about, they're a catalyst for the characters to be thrown in this bizarre situation and react against. This, they made it into a comedy. I mean, Woody Harrelson is, of course, fantastic, and Jesse Eisenberg, who may be nominated for The Social Network, is at his neurotic best in this thing. But for me, for something to be a best DVD, it has to qualify in certain areas. One, it has to be something that stands up to repeated viewings. Zombieland is just, you can watch that every night. It's awesome. And then it also has to have great extras. And on this, there's a commentary track with Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, other members of the cast. And it's rare when you get the actors to actually do a commentary for a film. They don't do commentary. It's all about the director. It's not all about the director. Filmmaking's a team sport, folks. And that's what I love about this DVD.
All right, so what is your number one DVD?
The number one DVD of the year, and I gotta say, it was hard to pick. There's so many good films out there. Mine is Scott Pilgrim versus the World! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Love that movie. Love it.
You pick Scott Pilgrim over a movie like Inception or some of these big titles.
Yes. Well, Inception was great. Not to take anything away from that film. It's a great movie. But, Chris Nolan, how about a commentary, dude? How about a commentary? You owe us! Scott Pilgrim versus the World has 4 commentaries, all the actors, 2 cast commentaries. It's so, I mean, Edgar Wright really knows what nerds like me want. It's like he's reading my mind. And there's also other fantastic extras on it, like all the TV alt takes that they did, where they can't really swear on the TV, so they do these alt takes that are hysterical. They do a montage. It's every extra you could possibly want. There will never be a 10-year anniversary edition of Scott Pilgrim because they've done it. They made it with this.
They can't put anything more in. All right.
No.
So now you've done 3. We need to get 7 more DVDs in to complete your top 10 for the year.
Okay.
I need to get 45 seconds on the clock first. Getting ready. There we go. 45 seconds on the clock. All right. Ready, set. There's a car. Go.
Okay. First of all, it's Black Dynamite, which it's a blaxploitation movie, but it's brand new. A lot of people think that this was an old film. It's actually not. And it was fantastic. And of course, there's yes, Kick-Ass. It's a dark action comedy, and you'll be surprised at how violent it is. This will make grown men cry. Okay, and now, they should have Jonah Hill and Russell Brand. These guys should do a comedy every year together. They're so great. Get Them to the Greek was fantastic, including the music videos on here.
Okay,
one of the coolest things. Wait, am I running out of time?
Go.
Okay, Back to the Future. We've been waiting for this forever to get on. No, wait. Wait. Inception is also. It's one of the. No! I almost did it.
You
almost did it.
You did good.
No, I almost did it.
Almost did it. All right.
One more.
We have to have you try again next year.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thanks, Morgan. Appreciate it.
Follow him on Twitter at @ChrisGore. Now I can sense it. This is my force power. Kevin's mouth is about to start moving.
I mean, what a Yes, but what a waste of a force power.
That's all I got.
Yeah, believe it or not, there are some things that no poop or wiener joke can remedy. It's true. Earlier this year, oil company BP caused an unprecedented ecological catastrophe when millions of barrels of oil gushed into the Gulf of Mexico. It was an issue that was very important to me, to say the least, so I visited the area to see how the region had been affected.
The Deepwater Horizon oil rig exploded and sank into the Gulf of Mexico. Since then, millions of gallons of oil have gushed into the ocean, creating an economic apocalypse for the residents of the Gulf Coast and leaving the fragile ecosystem in peril. And while Twitter is usually the place where topics like Justin Bieber or Apple's iPhone trend, Attack of the Show's viewers were venting their frustrations over this catastrophe.
The BP oil spill could go on for years and years. Is this true?
The spill is giving me the same feeling I had before Katrina made landfall.
Why isn't BP cleaning this up yet? What's going on?
I knew the only way to find answers would be to see the devastation for myself.
It's a pile of oil out there. It's wrecking everything we know.
This is our last weekend of fishing. We know it's going to happen. They keep moving the line out further and further, and it's bad.
This is a long-term deal. My kids' kids may be affected by this. All my friends, and it's sad.
All right, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we are driving through a very lovely downpour to try to get to Bellchase to meet up with Billy Nungesser, who's the Plaquemines Parish president. And what concerns you the most at this point? Is it containment? Is it cleanup? Is it the guys out of work?
It's everything. This is not the way people act. This company has shown no responsibility. You got a president of an oil company making comments like, I want to get back to my way of life. There's no heavy oil under the surface.
Right.
But to make irresponsible statements, and this is the guy we're dependent on to step up in the plane. Thank God the President of the United States demanded they pay for this.
Billy, finally, we have a lot of young male viewers out there that have said that they're willing to put the Xbox controller down and log off of Facebook. They're fired up and they're upset. Is there anything they can do about it?
They can put the pressure on BP to step up to the plate.
You have said, look, once the oil's there, the damage is done. It might be too late.
Well, it's in certain areas. We've got a lot of marsh left that isn't infested. If we can get working on this berm, continue this, it gives us a fighting chance. At least we did everything possible, and anything short of that is unacceptable.
The whole thing with this BP thing is bull. All you keep hearing is, we're trying to capture, we're trying to contain, we're trying to suck up this oil. You know why? Because they're making money off of it. They're making money off of destroying everything we have.
There's nothing being done. I mean, you do see things happening. You do see the cleanup crews going, but all these little methods that are being done, why haven't they been done the first time?
I sat down with BP spokesperson Jason French at a town hall meeting to find out what BP's really doing to resolve this crisis.
So Jason, first of all, I do not envy your position at all. You must understand you're working for a corporation right now that people are upset with, to say the least.
Absolutely. The anger here in Grand Isle is understandable. I honestly expected more anger here.
Because they're asking questions and you're giving answers and you're being candid and honest with your answers, but why should they trust BP?
Only action's going to prove it, and action's going to take time.
I mean, have you gone out on the spill? Have you seen?
Yes, I've been out to the rig site and have been out near shore as well.
And what have you seen out there?
The word catastrophe is, I can't think of a bigger word than catastrophe.
BP's track record, in the last 5 years, they spent over $350 million in OSHA fines for safety things. You look at the Three Little Piggies memo. So that was the name of the official BP memo, where they did a cost-benefit analysis as to what sort of shelters the workers should be living in on the drill platforms. And they found that their recommendation was that they should build the cheaper shelters because the odds of the big wolf blowing the house down or an explosion was 1,000,000 to 1.
Again, it's only words now until you see it, but the commitment to stay here and to do it in a way that, as I said, protects the safety, security of the community and the long-term interests of the community is something we are committed to doing.
Do you believe BP should be in charge of this operation if a crime could have been committed?
I understand the concern. I would say that at this point, we are taking direction from the federal government in regards to the response. Are there things that we could be doing better? Absolutely. But since we're taking federal direction on the response, and the federal government has insisted that the oil industry is best equipped for the response at the seabed floor, I'm not sure that there's anything that would do.
We might be down right now, but we'll be back. And we have to. We have nothing else to fall back on. It's all fishing.
Monday, I'm going to take a look at the impact the oil is having on our wildlife.
Behind me, there should be hundreds of healthy pelicans.
And the potential consequences of using chemical solvents in our ocean.
If Corexit is eating through rubber on boats, it could cause blood in the urine like it did in certain tests.
Was Yahoo's top online search for 2010.
Yeah, honestly, if you're getting more views than Kim Kardashian's ass, you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah.
We all want to take a trip into the future, but why fiddle with the time stream when there's Attack of the Show, right?
Yeah.
We're heading to Vegas for CES 2011.
Kevin and I will be there live from the moment the doors open, covering all the latest. He's excited. All the latest high-tech innovations, and we're going to bring the future right to your boob tubes.
That's AOTS Live from CES 2011. It all starts January 6th, everybody. For more information, go to g4tv.com/CES2011. That's 2011.
And stay tuned. Eastbound and Down star Danny McBride is up next.
Attack This is brought to you by KFC Hot Wings. The only wings that taste so good, they don't need sauce.
A little while ago, Eastbound and Down star Danny McBride stopped by, and I got the chance to talk with him about cocaine and cockfights.
I left my country to begin a new life, one where I could finally blend with those I was living amongst, just another face in the crowd. Soon I was embraced by the natives. The wild landscape became my mistress.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny McBride is here! Thank you for coming on, sir. I will say it again, no hyperbole. Eastbound and Down is one of my favorite shows on the animated television box.
I'm glad you dig it.
I enjoy the flickering imagery coming out of your time slot. It is amazing to me. And I appreciate you coming here. Not only did you just get back from a honeymoon, but you come back, Prop 19 is defeated. All your fans must be disappointed.
Very, very furious, yeah.
You landed to the bad news. Are you taking it well?
I'm taking it okay. I'm trying to find ways to self-medicate myself. You know what I mean? We'll see, yeah.
I guess we'll have to go back to the medicinal weed instead of the legal weed, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Again, a huge fan of Eastbound and Down, and I wonder, I mean, I know I'm a fan, and I'm messed in the head. Other fans that you meet on the street, are they constantly like offering you cocaine and asking you to motorboat their wives, or how does
those are the perks that go along with the show for sure. You never have to buy cocaine, or you can motorboat guys' wives. It's a wide spectrum of people who like the show. It can be anything from like some drunk frat guy to like I met this elderly couple the other day that actually told me they were big fans of the show, which was nuts.
They were drunk as well, though, right?
They were wasted. They were motorboating each other the whole time. Yeah. We love the show.
Leaning over in their rascals with their oxygen tubes and just getting in there.
Yeah, I just got married and I went to
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. Locked and loaded.
Done.
It's real. I literally can't get this off. It went on one time and it's stuck. But we went to Bora Bora for our honeymoon. We got back yesterday. And then
and the elderly couple was in Bora Bora? They were fans?
They were in the airport, yeah. And they came to me and said they loved the show. That. They watch it. They introduced it to their grandkids, which is cool.
that's
their grandkids
awesome.
are 5 and 6, so it's a perfect.
They're trick-or-treating as Kenny Powers.
Perfect, yes.
Oh, that's rough. I love your dedication to the character, too. I know your method, that you actually did acquire a cocaine addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And did you participate in cockfighting to prepare for the role? Or?
We did. We shot this. It's actually not shot in Mexico. It's shot in Puerto Rico. And we went down to Puerto Rico to scout it out. And we had no idea that cockfighting was legal down there.
Oh, I didn't know it was legal.
Yeah, it's legal down there. And there's like the ring we shot in is like a real ring where they have cockfights and it's organized. There's little boards where like you can make your bets. And there's actually like a bar and a restaurant. They serve chicken tenders at the bar. The loser
Those are scraps right there.
But we were asked if we wanted to go check it out, and we, Jody Hill, the other creator, and myself, we wussed out. We didn't want to go see it. Like, we got there and like started seeing it all. We're like, this is a little intense.
Just
like,
follow the little trail of rooster tears all the way to the back.
Oh, when we got there, there was like, I guess a match had just ended. There were just like feathers and blood everywhere. It was disgusting. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Good
Yeah.
B-roll, though.
Yeah, good B-roll.
Saves you cost.
Yeah.
The similarities between you and Kenny Powers, obviously I joke about you being method, but he's not much of a techie. I saw his montage that was cut on the old VHS camcorder in season 1. Powerful montage.
Very powerful.
But you're a bit of a techie, a nerd at heart?
I'm a bit of a nerd at heart. Kenny Powers is not. He doesn't like anything to do with technology, but yet he knows about technology. He knows what an
technology
iPad
is the way to the media's heart or something?
Yeah.
Such a good line.
I'm a big nerd. Like, I love technology. I love video games, and I have like a weird problem that I feel like mixed about selling my old video games back to the stores.
Right.
Like, I still have like Urban Champion and Balloon Fight, my early Nintendo games. I just feel like they've been with me this long that it just feels weird to get rid of them. You know,
it's like it's the weird, like, it's a weird hoarding kind of thing. Where you're like, look, at one time my friend might be over and I might want to pull out the Balloon Fight.
We might want to play Night Trap from the Sega CD system.
Oh, did you have that?
I did have that.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I had like a little notepad, and I would like write down the times when guys
At 4
would enter
minutes
the
and
door.
37 seconds, that auger is going to come down the hallway, and I'm going to get him in the glass trap. How much geometry do you remember? Like, how much geography and how much?
No, that's the
out
stuff
the window.
with squares and circles, right?
I think so, yeah.
Nothing.
You remember the codes for Sewer Shark, though. It's always good to see you on the big screen as well. I mean, Foot Fist Way was just a monumental film in my eyes, and you were incredible in it. But even in your cameos, you steal everything. And you're in Due Date, which is coming out very soon now.
Comes out Friday, yeah.
How did it feel to steal that movie from everybody, from the Robert Downeys and the Zach Galifianakis?
I think that's impossible to do. You know, Todd Phillips, the director, had just called me and asked if I wanted to come and do 2 days on this. And when I heard Downey and Zach were in it, I mean, those guys are incredible, and Todd's obviously awesome. So it was cool just to go in there and just make dirty jokes with those dudes for 2 days and get out. It's not a bad way to spend a weekend.
I bet. And any notes? We're out of time, but any tidbits on the finale for Sunday? Anything going on?
I'll just say the story is not over yet. There's more to come.
Okay, I know. Congrats. Season 3 got picked up. Is this going to turn into Lost, though, where you guys got to invent a smoke monster and you're pitching against another island or something?
We finally hooked the smoke monster up next season.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'll still watch. Danny, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on. Danny McBride, everybody. I love you, Kenny Powers.
You gotta love the Kenny Powers, right? I mean, I guess you don't have to, but I think you should.
I do.
Folks, 2010 was an incredible year, unless, of course, you were a pair of man marbles attached to one of these fellas.
It is Break Moments, a review of 2010's top nut shots.
Kicking things off, we have a dude trying to impress his friends by jumping over the backyard pool.
I wonder if he made it.
Nope.
That one just really had to kill.
Gape. Gearing up for New Year's festivities, the rating system, of course, Drunken Baby New Year. Little guy's getting a head start, isn't he? How many are you giving him on that one?
I think he deserves a 4 out of 5 for that one. Absolutely.
I'm gonna get that baby drunk. Jokes for one. Our next video proves that shuffleboard is not just for the old and decrepit.
No. In fact, by using 25-pound weights, it's actually a fun game for dudes looking for a painful way to become completely sterile.
Can I speak to a nurse or a doctor? I have like a lump probably the size of a penny. I got like some busted veins and stuff. I was just wondering if I was in any serious danger or anything.
The cardboard Brock Lesnar was the best part of that video. He must be so proud. You wonder who buys affliction shirts. You know, you wonder who really buys those things.
Well, no, I mean, you watch a little Jersey Shore, you watch a little YouTube, and it's all makes sense to you.
There you go. How many drunken baby New Years are we going to give this guy?
I think he gets a 4 out of 5.
I agree. I think that's perfectly it.
For a horrible idea to the horrible follow-through. He's earned it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Finally, folks, do you love swing sets but hate your genitals?
Well, if you do, grab a buddy, head to the park, and do what these guys did.
Here it comes.
That was surprisingly accurate. It was.
You know, idiots are going to have to step up their game in 2011. Like, we've seen some pretty incredible nut shots this year.
That's a good point.
But how many drunken baby New Years?
I think for sheer accuracy, a 5.
I agree. 5 out of 5?
5 out of 5. For sheer
Light up them babies.
accuracy.
Light up them
But
babies.
that had to take practice.
It probably did. The good news, none of these guys will be able to procreate, so we're set.
I don't think they'll even be able to amateur create.
That's good pun-ishment.
Thank you. I was proud of it too. Still ahead, I fly to Japan to sample the incredibly fresh and possibly actually still living wares of the Tsukiji fish market when we come back.
Punisher. Love that guy.
We'll come again.
Coming up Monday on an all-new Attack of the Show, Blair Herter sits down with 40-year-old virgin and no ordinary family star Romany Malco. Then Chris Gore chats with Troma president Lloyd Kaufman about the big-budget remake of Toxic Avenger. And Blair Herter rides a bicycle in the nude in an effort to reduce his carbon footprint. See it Monday.
Oh, those Japanese.
Yeah.
You know, they love many things.
They do.
Love, short, free-form poetry, inscrutable cartoon porn.
Absolutely.
Most of all, they love them some fish.
And I was recently fortunate enough to visit the largest fish market in the world. It was like swimming in a waterless ocean of the dead.
Get a postcard or?
The delicious dead.
Oh.
All right, so I love sushi, but here at Tsukiji Fish Market, over 2,000 tons of fish are sold daily. Seriously, Japan? You need an intervention. The day kicks off with the auctions at 5 a.m. More than 3,000 bluefin tuna, we are talking man-sized fish, are auctioned off for as much as $10,000.
Let's go!
There are over 1,000 wholesale vendors at this fish market, and they source their fish from over 60 different countries. You can literally get anything here, as long as it's a fish. All right, here we have a beautiful mid-sized octopus from Kanagawa, which is just outside Tokyo. It's a medium-sized octopus. They get bigger than this. He is about $45 or $50. Of course, that is wholesale, and yes, they do bite. I love him. I want him to be my pet. Oh. Okay, I'll take 2. Okay, here we go. Slippery little ain't they? All right, so our tuna is bought at auction, and then it's brought to a place like this. Now, of course, it's a huge, giant fish that needs to be cut up. That's where this gentleman comes in with his gigantic knives. So now this is an incredibly valuable fish. I mean, is it $500, $1,000?
大体60万円ぐらい。
And do you know where this fish came from?
アメリカのボストン。
Boston? You bought it all the way here? All right, well, I'm going to step back and let the master do his work. So they actually catch them with harpoons, and they're usually left in there. Oh, that's amazing. You can see the rib cage and everything. Check it out, and look how dark and beautiful that meat is. Well, that definitely made me hungry, so I'm leaving the fish market. I've got a beautiful harpoon and a mad appetite for sushi. All behind me is kind of a great example of what you're going to find in the outer market. And they have every single kind of dried fish that you can even imagine, and dried other things that you probably can't imagine. And of course, they have lots of taxidermy because, I don't know, because. All right, guys, I think I found some winners. Fish things. Let's do it. These are little crab friends. They're sweet. They taste like an almond cookie. They really do. It's like beef jerky, but it's fish. I'm ready for the main course. It's gonna be something a little less dead. And I am here at Takewaka. Now, this is a great restaurant which is right near the fish market, and they make some of the freshest food available in Tokyo right here. And you know what? When they say rare, they mean rare. So you can see how fresh this is, because if you poke him, he objects a little bit. You know, eat or be eaten, that's life. But the head is served as sashimi, and it really is excellent and subtle and crunchy and chewy at the same time. So I put a little lime juice on him, and he didn't like that very much, but you know, he's gonna have to deal with it. You want some? So it's just past 1 o'clock, and the fish market is closed. It's emptied out, it's only in the morning. I have a lot of work ahead of me here, so I'm gonna continue with my little buddy. You jealous?
He's so cute. I'm gonna eat him.
It is time now for today's epic fail. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yes, and those who walk in glass bridges should keep an eye out for dump trucks.
The guy in that bridge did some dumping of his own.
Yeah. You can bet he didn't sue that driver for new pants, though. Is he alive? Do we know? I don't know. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. You just witnessed a murder.